right. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump in, and I'm sure Six will be here whenever he can. And so we left off with the characters heading down into the Wombat burrows. I'm trying to say bureau. That's an entirely different adventure. Everybody is kind of trying to get out of the line of fire of all the fire, and there's quite a few little critters in this village that are trying to head underground, but there is an otyugh somewhere near the entrance that is eating all of the food reserves and blocking any kind of traffic in or out. And the party was asked to take care of it by any means necessary, violent or otherwise.
Okay.
I can charm it. I can seduce it.
And
I think the food has already seduced it.
yeah. So, and you guys are at the entrance of I think you're a few steps inside the cave, but not too far away from the entrance of the burrows, and you are discussing this with the head elder of the Wombat Burrow, and that is Jetta, and she is a Wombat priestess.
She's not a combat wombat.
Right. She has some combat wombats though. And they have tomcats with their wombats.
You said tomcats?
Mm-hmm.
Wombat tomcats?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta watch out for those.
Yeah, so she tells you if you continue down the entrance corridor, then you should find it eventually. I think she also set up a impromptu resting place at near the entrance.
Okay.
Let's hop to it.
Do the wombat hop to?
Do the wombat hop? Do the wombat. Let's see. It's been a little too long, and I do apologize for that. But
You've definitely been doing some organizing.
these were all supposed to go under the characters folder, but I'm getting that figured out right now. So. Okay, we got Twist, Ari, and Lily is in there, but that is not the right icon. I mean, it's the right icon, but it doesn't have the right settings. Let me check something. Bear with me. I'm not sure if there was another. Yeah, okay. Just trying to find another map that was used on. Okay, yep, they're all blank. All right, no problem. Let me set up this token real quick for Lily, and bear with me. I will be done as quickly as I can.
No worries.
I didn't realize there was a that I needed to do this. I probably realized it and then forgot between sessions. Vision is on. Does Lily have night vision?
Yes, 60 feet.
60 feet. Right. And I will now make that the default token. And we are good to go.
Oh, there's a 6.
Oh, hey.
Hello, hello.
How's it going?
Still working on getting your audio.
You can hear me now?
I heard you. I don't know. Were you having audio hiccups before?
No, someone said still working on getting my audio, so I was like, figured maybe my headset hadn't registered yet. So
No, it hadn't. The "Can you hear me now" was the first thing we heard you say. So.
oh, gotcha.
Aha. Yes.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Loud and clear. Oh, okay. Twist is already there. Aloran is there. Lily is there. Hey, we need us a Dratar. Okay.
And you just put on your war paint, which came from a very questionable source.
Okay, now the
Okay.
otyugh can be destroyed. They are kind of powerful. Or if you've got another way to get rid of it, you can do that. If you do kill it, you're being asked to clean up the mess.
Oh, that's right. We were asked to go kill these things and to make sure not to leave a mess.
Well, I mean, we did kind of leave the last place we were at a little messy.
Well, that wasn't. They're not saying that as like a reaction to anything you did. They're just. This is where they intend to be living probably for a while.
I'm assuming that the otyugh is probably already made a substantial mess.
Yep. Yep. It's a good assumption.
Is the thing speaking at all in any kind of language that we might be able to figure out?
Well, you haven't actually found it yet, but otyughs, I think they... Let me check on that. I think they have their own language. And if they... Let's find out. Yeah, okay. I thought they had a way to talk to you. They have limited telepathy. They can send, but they can send messages to you, but you won't be able to respond telepathically.
All right, so are we waiting on anything, or we just hadn't started moving yet?
Nobody started moving yet.
I guess I'll try and move around and...
Tankiest one of us, because I'm not. I'm the healer of the bunch. I'm not going first. I'm just letting you guys all know. If I get killed, y'all die.
I'm apparently not going to be stealthy today.
Pretty quickly, you come upon a ledge that is not what you would call necessarily high down to the next step down, but it will require an athletics check for a climb down. It's maybe 20 feet. You'll take a little bit of damage if you fall. Not much. I'll do Brett's character for today, so you don't lose your Rashi Quick Blade.
Is it possible to look around and see if there's any sort of like signs of its being here, it passing through? If there's any sort of like claw marks against the wall, disturbed dirt, things like that might give a little bit of info on an idea of the scale of the thing before we get to it?
You don't see anything like that yet, but you will be watching for it.
And it was
Make an athletics check.
athletics to climb down?
That is correct.
If I have inherent spider climb, is that just...
Oh, then you get advantage.
Advantage? Gotcha.
Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's...
I think our wizard fell.
Sticky toes.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Okay, wizard takes 8 damage.
Ouch.
Ori lands next to him on his face and just kind of... So I don't think you're supposed to land
okay.
there.
Spider climb is not advantage. It's just a climbing speed. And you do not need to make any check at all with spider climb.
Okay.
Yeah, you basically walk down it.
You treat it.
Your feet, you're supposed to land on these things. That's what they're for.
You can treat any surface as walkable. Vertical, horizontal, upside down, whatever.
And then she'll poke him in the nose with a healing spell. You can go ahead and roll it. 1d8 plus 5.
Thank you.
Rashi took a hit too, which is unfortunate, considering.
I thought he had a
Yeah, if he's in need of one, I can pop a cure wounds on him.
Oh, and do you guys have? Okay, I overlooked something. Forgive me. You all have you all have ropes and pitons and stuff, so you can make all these checks with advantage anyway. So that means that Rashi did not take any damage.
Let's see if there was anyone that could help him with that, you know.
Yeah, like we got pitons, ropes. We also have climbing harnesses.
Yeah, using the equipment gives you advantage, or if you get a helper, that gives you advantage. You only get one advantage anyway, but
Yeah, so we had help and equipment.
Would a 10 have saved our wizard's bacon?
well, no. But I'm going to say he can take a little less damage. We can make it 3 damage.
All right.
He made it halfway down and then fell.
Well, are we saying that's 3 damage? Are we giving the heal back, or?
If you want to retcon the heal, yeah, that's fine. You can take it back.
Yeah, I don't think I'd use the heal over that little scratch. I would probably lick a leaf and stick it on it. Like, all better.
Since I have dark vision, am I able to see? Like, I don't know what's south, I guess, in respects to this picture.
Which looks over at the leaf and goes, I usually just rub dirt in it. Works too.
Ari goes and smells your war paint and, you know, cringes her nose a little bit and like, that's some more than dirt.
A little more than dirt.
Mm-hmm.
What is it you're trying to see?
Well, I guess I don't know if there is anything to see south, like where I am now. I mean, I guess I would just be like looking around, just see what I can see, in a sense.
Ari looks down the crevice and says, you know, given recent events, I'm surprised there's not really any lava down there.
Guess I'll cross this bridge.
Forward point.
Okay,
Are you
Ori,
flying, Ari?
where you are, you're going to have to climb if you go up there.
Fly speed?
That'll work too. Fly speed never fails. Oh, and there's the Patreon logo. Found the Patreon.
And on the page.
Is that your subtle hint?
It's not my Patreon. It's the Patreon of the person who made this map.
Oh.
I don't actually have one.
That looks like a big baddie there.
The otyugh is here on this last ledge. And it is telepathically proposing that it would like you to retrieve something from a troll layer that's nearby.
And we just need it to leave in order for us to complete the mission, right?
Yeah.
I'll telepathically send back. We'd be happy to help you retrieve whatever you want from the trolls.
Okay, so
If it's willing to leave peacefully.
So it says your proposal is acceptable, and what it wants from the nearby troll layer is it wants the troll's dung, which has been shaped into a pyramid, and also might contain some jewels and coins and gems and things.
So you want a pile of poop?
Yep, that's what it wants.
Okay. Well, let's go talk the trolls into giving us their poop. For you.
Is there anything around here to put the poop in?
Well, I figured we could just bring him to the poop. He
No,
obviously knows where the trolls lair is.
He's
Please lead the
asking
way.
you. He's asking you to bring it to him. So, and he's actually not entirely sure where it is, but he does telepathically send you an image of what it looks like. So you will know when you find it, but you don't know precisely where to go. It's nearby, though.
I'm going to glance around at the containers, without getting close to this guy to see if there are any that look like they might be something we can use to put dung in. Because there look like, just from glancing around, that there are a couple that have the tops off and might be empty.
Yeah, there's surely a barrel or two that you could use. And don't call me Shirley.
And don't call me Shirley, yes.
There you go. Yep. Yeah, there's no problem finding a couple of barrels. That'll work.
Then I will look at the biggest person in the group and say, hey, can you grab one of those barrels and bring it with us? One of the empty ones?
Ari wonders what happened to the big old crab dude.
He went on his merry way.
I can grab it. I'll carry the barrel.
I'm not carrying shit.
Alright.
And I'm pretty sure Lily's about the same.
I'm gonna just pick up the barrel.
You know what Kalendor might have done? He might have just buggered out to sea and just swam away. Screw this sky on fire crap. I'm out of here.
What does, how much does a barrel weigh?
A barrel itself, empty, probably weighs about 25 pounds. A barrel full of shit?
We'll probably take a couple of us carrying it.
Someone grab a lid, we can roll it back.
Or that. Well, it should have a lid with it.
70 pounds? Really? It says a barrel is 70 pounds.
I got this.
Dang, dog. That is heavy.
I guess it depends on how big the barrel is.
Well, I mean, if you think about an old style barrel, they're about an inch thick worth of wood, and the wood's been soaked in, oils and stuff, so, to make them waterproof. So I can understand it.
Cool. All right, well.
And then the iron bands to prevent them from, busting.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have those metal bands, so there's that.
Let me see. Someone selling an authentic whiskey barrel. Height, 22 inches. Diameter at Billy, 24 inches, 36. So about 3 foot high and 4 foot in diameter. Does not say how much it weighs.
I'm cool with just taking the 70 pounds.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually fairly interested to see how on point I was with my estimate and how on point they are with theirs. This is for science.
For science.
So what general direction does it give us in its impressions?
Well, south of here, but that would have been obvious anyway, because you're just going deeper into the cavern, more or less.
That's about the only direction we can actually go?
Yeah. Yeah, for now. Approximately 22 inches in diameter for the heads at the top and bottom, 36 inches high, and 26 to 28 inches in circumference at the bilge. The weight of an empty barrel is approximately 110 pounds. There is about 520 pounds of weight in a full barrel.
Yeah. We both were totally fucking wrong.
How much was it?
Like you said, we'll take the 70 pounds.
110 pounds empty, 540 pounds full. Pretty crazy.
He's just gonna stick them in his pockets. So I'm assuming he can carry 2 of them there, one on each shoulder, right? And no, only one.
Thor's carrying one.
It would probably be pretty bulky and awkward to carry 2. I don't know that it's impossible.
Do we need more than 1 barrel worth of shit? Literally?
I'm only bringing him 1 barrel worth of shit.
Oh, he's asking for all of it.
Oh, he wants all of the shit. Literally.
All of it.
He refuses to go there, so how does he know how much there is?
And through the impression that you got there, Ari, how much shit does it look like there is?
It's gotta be...
Like, 5 barrels? Give or take.
So, and to your earlier question, he won't go there because he can't fit through one of the corridors that he has to get through.
Well, damn. And if I didn't pick up freaking earth meld. Mold earth.
If you want a second barrel, could we use some of the rope to fashion it around the barrel in a sort of quasi net / cage with a rope handle coming off of the end of it to give it an easier hand hold for carrying?
How much?
Probably,
how many
yeah,
of these
I think so.
boxes are empty?
Most of them. These are boxes that the otyugh has pilfered, and these are the stores of the wombats, or part of them anyway. So he's ripping them open and eating everything inside.
All right. Well, I'll grab one of the smaller boxes that I can pick up. That's got a lid also still.
I'm gonna grab a few of the barrel lids and attempt to fashion some sort of fucking wagon. Out of the spare wood.
Does anybody have Tensor's floating disc?
That's like a level 2 or 3 spell.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Excuse me.
But I got Tinker Tools.
Cool. That will help when that situation arises.
I got survival. I can make lashings and, that kind of shit. So I might be able to fashion something that we can use to haul the barrels with. Even if it is maybe a fucking sled.
Wanted all the poop for again?
This. Let's go find the shit. Let's clear out the cave. Because I'm assuming there's trolls that are going to not want to part with their own shit for whatever reason. And then we could figure out how to get the shit here.
I don't care. I don't think they care if they part with the shit or not. I think they care more about turning us into shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say that would be pretty accurate.
I'm not sure that they're going to make us a deal like the otyugh would.
Exactly. Or, and I'm just throwing this out there, we could kill the otyugh.
Well, just to clarify, what was it that the otyugh wanted the shit for?
He wants to eat the shit and keep the gems that might be in it.
Nutrition, and no, he'll eat the gems too. That's the main reason. Like between those, that will last him the season, and he can feel confident to go find a lair somewhere else.
How common are gems in the shit?
You don't know.
Don't care. He thinks there's gems in there. He wants the shit. He'll take it if as is.
I'm gonna rummage through it myself and grab some gems.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Could we potentially strike a deal between the otyugh and the wombats that in exchange for letting the wombats live in their burrows, that they could access the food that the otyugh is not letting them get to, and in exchange they will shit in a common shitting area so he can have as much shit as all these wombats and creatures produce?
Oh, the cycle of life.
They don't eat gems. That's the problem with that plan. Or any of the other minerals.
Or the gems.
It's the minerals and stuff that he needs, and and the protein, essentially.
So our choices are this: go kill trolls, or kill otyugh.
I could seduce the trolls.
That is a secondary or a tertiary, I guess.
I mean, we have to kill something regardless. One of the outcomes, we can kill something to potentially get gems out of it.
Well, I mean, if he seduces a troll, he might not have to kill it.
Shit. Or we could kill it and take its gems. I'm cool with either.
But we have
We
two
could kill
options that rely on.
He can seduce it, then kill it. I mean,
I'm thinking the trolls are going to be a problem eventually. So we may as well kill them first.
Kill the trolls. Come back. Kill him. We keep the gems.
Yeah, I mean, if they plan on like living down here, and the trolls aren't that far, I'm sure eventually they're gonna have issues with the trolls too.
Or, they could give us a long rest and I can pick up Meld Earth and make a hole big enough for him to get through there.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to sit in this cave.
all right. I say we go kill the trolls.
I'm a fan of the Mend Earth or Meld Earth or the kill trolls option.
Okay, give me a moment. I just had some technical difficulties pop up here. I'm not sure what happened, but I lost one of my maps. I'm just gonna see if I can't grab another one.
And also, if we use Mold Earth and he comes with us, we probably don't have to do a lot of fighting ourselves.
But won't he see us try to take a gem?
Well, at that point, I don't think we care about the gems. He can just
I still care about the gems. I want to become rich. Well,
maybe he won't find them all. You can dig through the rest of the shit and see.
I will.
I don't know, I think the Mold Earth option's fun.
I think at the level we're at, we need to have one of them attack the other one in order to kill either one of them. So
That's what I'm thinking too.
Well, I think if there's only one troll, we should be fine because I got fire. So and I know he's got a thing with the trolls. It's only fire damage that kills them. So how much fire damage does everybody actually have? Because
acid works too.
Oh, acid. Okay, acid works also.
If you have it.
I have Chromatic Orb.
I got a great club.
Basically, any damage that's not acid or fire gets regenerated on the beginning of their turn for trolls.
I have Create Bonfire.
Create it right under their ass.
Yeah, I've had players do that before.
Yeah, no, it works.
You can knock it down with regular damage and then create bonfire on it. Or you can just try to hit it while it's still up. You can do that too.
So what are you thinking, gang?
Jinkies.
I'd say we go down to the troll lair, see how many there are, and make a game plan from there. Because if there's only one, I say we take it on. If there's more than one, then we may need a different plan because we're not going to be able to kill more than one.
All right, then I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'm game for trolls.
Do the trolls.
Game for trolls. It's like Game of Thrones, only different. And don't call me Shirley. Oh, wait. That doesn't work. You can't just say it whenever.
That map is awfully green to be a Firely Wasteland.
Yes, it is. I don't disagree with you. So you guys are about here. And you're gonna go down here and probably figure which path you want to take from there.
Is there going to be another rest in the traveling?
There are opportunities to rest for sure. If you need one.
Because I totally forgot to find familiar as well. And
oh, you don't. Oh, you haven't rested at all yet. I was about to say you don't have to remember if it's a standard procedure.
yeah, I forgot to put it in standard procedures too. So
Okay, gotcha. Well, it's up to you guys. I would say it's pretty safe to rest on the path there.
I say we go ahead and find a nice little alcove to bunker down and take a little rest to make sure that we're good before we, come across the trolls. And did you say you were able to actually pick up Meld Earth?
I can swap it out. I can swap all my spells out at any rest. Yeah.
Wouldn't be a bad thing to pick up, because if you're able to pick it up, then we could, make the tunnel larger in the small area, and that might be a way of getting the big guy down here.
Was my thought.
Okay.
I'm wondering, is an otyugh bigger than a troll, or is a troll bigger than an otyugh?
The otyugh would be bigger.
Okay. I mean, it just crossed my mind, if an otyugh can't fit, but a troll can.
Probably yes. Well, it got in there, so it must be able to fit to come out.
Are we resting or going ahead?
Yeah, it sounds like we should take a rest at some point.
Cool.
I mean, I know we don't really need to rest, but I kind of figured, scouting around would be helpful if I had an owl.
I have an owl out right now, but
Oh, okay.
I mean, I still think if we're trying to get the Mender spell, then
I mean, we could see what's going on before we take a rest, but
yeah, let's do that.
we also run the risk of, pissing off said trolls.
You mean by resting?
Oh, no, scouting it out before we rest.
Oh, like you could trigger them if they see you. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's why if we get the whole Meld Earth thing now and are making the path big on the way there, at least then, it's already big, so if we have to run away, we can, be like, hey, now you can go do your shit.
Yeah, let's just rest now, because I also took. Will I get any health back if I heal if I rest?
You have to do a medicine check and use one application of a med kit.
And I have med kits.
Yeah, let's just rest then, because I took that fall damage. We can get Mender. We can do Find Familiar to get another Familiar and then go from there.
I mean, Yeah.
Evening, lads.
Hello.
Top of the evening to you.
Welcome. It's good to see you.
I mean,
Likewise.
being an owl with an owl familiar, I don't know.
You fell off a cliff, dude.
I fell off the
Yeah.
cliff.
You
Yes.
landed with your face.
Oh, there.
It's okay, me too. Yeah, so it sounds like we're resting then, and then we can all get situated from there.
Okay.
So, Bread, we're about to go talk some trolls out of their shit.
Oh, cool.
Literally.
They're all shit.
Well, now I wouldn't plan on negotiating with the trolls.
We're gonna do hostile negotiations.
You're gonna employ kick in the door diplomacy.
More like take it or let an otyugh kick it in for us, or
You needed to use a med kit there, dude, right?
Yeah,
You get 10 uses for one med kit. So it's one use of a med
We're
kit.
all supposed to start with my kids, or just alright.
I have med kits, so I just minus one of my uses. So what's the heal on one use?
What? How much was he missing?
3.
You can just put it back up to max. Without worrying about the formula right now. It's not worth fiddling over. So, and I'm gonna figure you guys are probably somewhere about here-ish.
Oh, do we still have that cute wombat person with us?
She would be like probably resting here, or maybe she came back out to the village to continue gathering the villagers and getting them to safety.
You still trying to hit on the wombat chick?
Well, while you're resting, a female wombat druid approaches you, and she is trying to create a lake to have a water source. Her name is Crenell. She is a like copper dragonborn / wombat hybrid, and she is needing a few components to do her druidic magic. Once she has a fist-sized ice cube, claw of a mole, and some quickly spreading mushrooms, Crenell will cast the ritual to create an underground lake and provide a water source, a much-needed water source. She is a copper dragonborn druid that prefers to being wild-shaped into a wombat more often than not. And she lives hermetically away from most of the villagers.
Alright.
Did anybody write that down? What she needs?
Sure.
Well, I mean, I can write it down. I just didn't know if someone already did.
Magic mush.
Hey, there we go. He already wrote it down. Cool. Never mind. He put it in chat.
Nice. Specify, because the size of my fist is probably to a different size than a wombat's fist, which I'm assuming is a lot smaller. Or is it a troll-sized fist? This is a legit question here. Rashi asks.
I'm gonna assume that it's the fist size of a human being, so that would be probably. What would that be? Probably like 5 to 10 pounds of ice, maybe. Just a chunk of ice, more or less.
Fair. Well, I suppose we've rested up and move along.
Yep, whenever you're ready.
All right, who's taking the lead?
Not the healer, that's for sure.
If you are going by standard, then normal marching order is with Dratar in front. Tracking marching order is with Ari in front.
And didn't we say you guys wanted to track with the owl? Or scout? I have no problem going first.
You were scouting, weren't you? There is some strong troll smell coming from one of these tunnels over here. You're not entirely sure which one, without going deeper in there than you really can right at that moment.
Since I assume we'll have two familiars, can I have my owl fly around and see if he can find any of the things that the wombat was looking for?
Yep.
Cool. I'll have it do that then, while we continue on. Do I need to make any checks or anything, or?
Not really, I'll just handle it as an NPC.
Cool.
You want to go? Where do you want to go?
Oh, I had to be specific about it.
Being underground is.
No, I don't mean your owl. I can just have the owl search around, but I mean, where does the party want to go?
Oh, gotcha.
Being underground is supremely confusing to Rashi. I have no idea where to go.
Well, I mean, is the path diverging, or are we continue just following it on?
The path is, you're at a four-way intersection. You're at a huge cavernous four-way intersection, actually. So, I mean, it's it's a mile, about a mile across, and then the second level
direction smells the worst?
Yeah,
the direction my internet just came from, because it just took a dump.
One of these caves here has a strong smell of troll odor coming from it, but it is not possible to really pinpoint which one. The fact that it's coming from most of them means they're probably interlinked once you get inside.
Can we have the other familiar scouted out? Or one of them at least?
I'll point at the one that has the strongest smell and ask the guys with the familiars to have them scout it out.
Mine's already scouted for the mushrooms or anything that they can find.
I guess mine will scout down there and see if there's anything down that tunnel that they pointed at.
Okay, it's going to report back that it is a large complex of tunnels that has it has a large ice deposit near the entrance. And as far as trolls, it doesn't see any like immediately, but it can smell them. So but it's assuming that the complex is really large. So it's probably safe to assume that those tunnels, maybe not all of them, but at least some of them are interlinked.
Does the scout ahead find anything?
That's what the scout was finding.
Huh.
Can it grab the ice?
Do we know how far the ice is?
It's like one large ice deposit, and it's not going to be really doable for anybody.
An owl.
Yeah, for anybody without like a tool or something.
Yeah, we'd have to physically go down and get it. Well, I guess it's not a touch spell.
Do we care more about the trolls or the items?
Well, I think it's all connected. So I feel like it doesn't matter which way we go down. Probably gonna run into everything at some point.
To the ice, I guess.
Yeah, let's start with that.
Oh, and there is a pretty steep drop off right in the entrance of the cave that you're going to want to throw some ropes down for, so you can so you don't free fall down, basically.
Is Meld Earth a cantrip or a spell?
Cantrips are spells, but I'm not sure what level it is off the top of my head.
Well, that's why I'm a level spell.
Sure.
It's move earth or mold earth, and it's a cantrip.
Okay. Do you guys see where you're dropping in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far down is the ice from the drop-off?
There's some like right in front of you. And there's also some mushrooms right in front of you. You don't know how rapidly they grow, but they are mushrooms. The conditions in this cavern overall, Ari will tell you, are pretty good for mushroom growth.
Alright, I'm gonna go harvest these mushrooms.
They start to grow all over your skin.
Mold Earth is a cantrip.
I'll give her guidance. Him guidance, her guidance, I'm not sure.
Just to harvest mushrooms?
Yeah, you can probably just harvest them. I mean, it never hurts. You got as many guidances as you want, right?
Yeah.
I think that was a standard operating procedure for anytime somebody uses a skill, you were just going to assume it was guidance. Let me look. I think it was there. Twist always assists Ori on survival checks. Aloran always assists Twist on investigation checks. No, there's actually not a standard procedure for guidance, but you've been casting at pretty much every use of a skill as long as they give you time. But yeah, you can just harvest the mushrooms anyway. That's the point.
You can put it down as a standard operating procedure that guidance is available upon request. I think that sounds fair.
Okay. Where is Lily in the marching order by default?
Oh, it'd probably be more towards the front.
Okay. So, when we're in a situation where you've got a map like this and you've got direct control of your tokens, you're considered to be wherever, right now your standard marching order doesn't apply. You're considered to be in this formation that you're in. But if there's
being curious, I'm gonna try to stealthily walk over here.
Okay, make a stealth check.
$24.
All right. You are probably pretty stealthy as far as you know.
I'm always stealthy as far as I know.
Oh, there's a little hiccup here. Let me just fix that real quick. There's supposed to be two gates.
6, can you run my character for a minute? I'll be on comms, but I'm going to be away from the keyboard.
So I'm assuming I don't actually see what's behind that gate.
It's like prison bars. You can see in there.
Oh, I can. They're prison bars?
Yeah. And there's a couple of like shitty old broken cots, and there is a dead body in this one.
Can I pick the gate?
Give it a shot.
Let me see.
Or he's going to make sure she's within range for guidance.
I think that's...
Okay, that opens it.
Profession... Yeah. I will inspect the body if it's indeed dead.
It is dead and desiccated.
Like, long dead?
At least a couple of months.
Yeah,
Probably
long enough for the skin to dry out.
Probably not more than like a year and a half, 2 years.
Huh.
I'm not an expert on dead bodies, but
fair. I'm assuming nothing catches my eyes in the ways of valuables that this person has on them.
They have some tattered clothes and some armor. They have a couple of items on their person as well.
I'll take a look. What do they have?
It looks like you find a Dagger, split mail, a potion, and 150 gold.
Oh, snap. Well, I'll pick that up, I suppose. Guess these trolls aren't too interested in gold. I'll toss it in my backpack and make my way out.
Yep, alright.
Looking at the armor with a slight look of disgust, thinking that if anyone's ever going to use this, going to need some proper cleaning.
Yep. And so behind these bars, essentially the same thing, just with no body.
See if I can make my way in and just toss the cots to see if there's anything in there.
Okay. I might be deleting some of these objects as we go. Don't be alarmed or anything. It's just that it's bogging the performance down. There's a lot of objects on this map.
Mm-hmm. Do you need me to pick the lock again?
Yes.
Don't imagine the size of the object or size of the map has anything to do with it either.
Well, it's definitely the size of the map as well. So this is some busted cots with just filthy mattresses that are, you could barely call them. Nobody would want to sleep on them. If you overturn everything and
without making a ruckus, that is.
Cut open the mattresses and everything else, you're not going to find anything in this room.
Maybe some lice.
Make my way back out.
Maybe some lice that you can eat.
Maybe some bed bugs.
Rejoin the party and tell them that there's wasn't much of interest, just some dead person.
Okay.
REC sparkly stuff. REC is sparkly stuff.
Do you mean by that you're going to withhold the information that you found a dagger, split mail, potion, and 150 gold?
I'm holding up the splint armor to see if anyone wants it. Because it's heavy armor and not really of any use for me. AC 17.
No, we don't do things that way. That's PvP. I don't do PvP. There's a pool and it all goes into the pool, and then you can discuss who gets what, and the gold gets split evenly.
Well, I wasn't planning to keep it to myself all the time, but I don't necessarily have that much of a reason to be too sharing right away.
Either way. But go on. We will continue.
Twist, once she hears sparkly, runs to one of the crystals and starts to investigate it.
Dear Lord. I'll follow to make sure no one gets killed.
Ari says you would go for the green one, wouldn't you?
Oh, she's gonna go after the blue ones also, but yeah, she's looking at the green one first because that was the first one she saw.
Yeah, there are these crystal growths in this part of the cavern. if anybody wants to investigate them, you can check them out.
I did.
Oh, I missed your investigation roll. Okay.
It's a good one.
These are humming with like some kind of energy, and they are like they have some kind of healing property to them. Like maybe they're the component for a spell, or you're not quite sure, but they're probably valuable.
Should grind them into a powder and snort them.
That's always a good plan.
More so to the point, do we actually have
with
it?
my tinker tool and my alchemist supply kit stuff, I can try to collect some pieces of crystals and stuff from these.
I walk up and cast Thunderwave on it.
Oh, dear God.
Not next to me, please.
No, I'm kidding. That's not what I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay.
Do we actually
Twist is dead.
do we actually have a heavy armor user on the squad at the moment?
Good question. Does anybody use heavy armor at all?
No, not me.
I can
don't think
use
Twist does
medium.
either.
Medium.
Jatar?
Nope.
I'm only up to medium.
All right, suppose it goes into the pack.
Yeah, whatever crystals you take, just put like, all you have to do is just put like green crystals in your inventory, or blue crystals, or white crystals. Whatever, if you want some of them. They will hack off with like a hand axe or a dagger or something like that without much problem.
Okay.
Ari apparently tries to intimidate the crystal.
It is not intimidated by your shenanigans.
I meant to hit investigation, but that's so much better. Ari's just sitting there poking at it, being like, ooh, shiny. This one smells like banana, she says to Twist as Twist walks up and grabs the sample.
Is very nice.
Seeing that they're distracted by shinies, I'm just going to quietly sneak my way up here. That seems to be the only way forward. Do you need another sneak roll, or do we go with the previous one?
You're still fine with the previous one. You can't really see, though. I don't think.
As he's sneaking up, Ari and Twist are just kind of bantering as we walk through the tunnels.
Okay, everybody make a perception check real quick.
I do have 60 feet dark vision, so I should be able to see a little bit.
Okay, I must have just not turned it on.
I got a 20.
60 feet dark vision, I assume.
Mm-hmm. I got a 20.
Oh, Ori's got super fucking vision.
Okay, so Ari and Rashi, notice that the ropes that you came down on have been pulled up.
Shit. If people can see me, I'm gonna motion for them to shut the fuck up and stay put. As there be shenanigans afoot.
Ari's gonna mimic the motion, and also throw in I'm looking at him down the hallway with the two fingers and being all real stupid about it.
As I reach the next intersection, I'm gonna motion the party forward. Wait for them to catch up a little bit before I keep moving forwards.
So I can't see other tokens. Not sure if there's something I need to do on my end.
It's because we're out
we left you behind.
Yeah.
But that's even before, once you guys started messing with the locks and stuff. I couldn't see anyone.
Do you need to light a torch or something?
I have dark vision.
You can't see
Ari
tokens?
now?
No, I have the cones where I can see, but I just don't think it's adjusting correctly because it's only showing one angle from wherever I go. It's all going towards the mushrooms, no matter where I move.
Oh, okay. I must not have your token configured
Yeah, he
right
only
either.
has 25% vision. Or, yeah. His radius is set to something not 360.
Okay, give me just a moment while I save these default tokens so we don't have to do this again. Just bear with me, it takes a little bit of time.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's just easy to miss these details.
Hey, do you think maybe we could use this as an early break? Because I could use time to go run and grab my son from his friends down the road.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to take a 15-minute break?
I mean, I can do it in 15, or I can do it in a half hour too, but just,
Normally I would do it at the at 10 o'clock, but we can do it now if you guys want to.
It's up to you. You said you needed time to work on these. I figured,
Well, I don't mean a lot of time. I just mean it slows.
Oh,
I just mean
okay.
it slows the game down, and it's annoying. And I apologize. Also, Roll20 is being a little sluggish because this map is huge and it has a lot of objects on it. Okay. So, I think we can move on. I would advise Lily and Lauren to catch up with the group.
I don't even know.
Lauren, is your vision fixed?
I have a red radius now and a color radius. But I think I see people. Yeah, I can fadedly see you guys. But my vision area is red. Don't know if that's good or bad.
Do you still have the pie slice, or do you have a full circle?
I have a full circle. Just that full circle is red.
Okay, because there's an aura around Twist, I think, of light.
Nope, you're seeing what you're supposed to see.
Okay.
Sally forth, trusty rogue.
Shh. God damn it.
Ari's going to turn around and go, shh, really loudly.
You can almost hear the eye roll from Rashi. Corridor is getting really tight. I'm not liking this. Which direction we want to go? If no one's gonna answer, I'm gonna flip a coin.
I did. Which way smells more like shit?
Which way does smell more like shit?
It all smells like just a generalized dung smell. Can't really pinpoint any one specific.
If you're in an area that might be a maze, always stick to the left.
Then why did you go straight?
I'm going to roll. Can I roll perception or do...
I'm gonna hold up my hand for everyone to stop immediately.
This looks like a good place for...
Shh. I'm holding up my hand for you to shut the fuck up. Pointing around the corner, barely, and holding up my hands with finger 1, and then putting both my hands together, putting 8 fingers out, and making a creepy crawly motion.
Druid can't really see anything from where you're standing because you don't have a line of sight to the to what he is seeing.
So what you're seeing is me holding up one finger, gesturing around the corner, and then putting my hands together, like my wrists together, and holding out 8 fingers and making a creepy crawly motion. Kind of reminiscent of a spider. And I will... What would I do? Let's find out. I'm going to sneak my way around quietly around the corner, take up my bow, and shoot this thing in the ass.
Okay, and it has not noticed you yet, so... You may take 1 free shot.
Twang!
It thunks into its soft hide and sinks in, and it becomes very upset by that.
Did it take damage?
Yeah, it took some damage. And please...
It takes an additional 1 damage. Sneak attack.
Please select your tokens and roll initiative. 1 more damage. Okay, I'll get that in a second. Okay. Where's the other guy? There he is.
Oh snap, there's more of them.
And they really changed up the the sheets.
The character sheets?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes and no, but
I didn't
they look
notice.
they look a little different.
So, my turn first?
Yes. Oh, Dratar has an exhaustion level of 2 listed. I don't think you have that anymore.
Well, we did have a long rest.
Yeah, you've rested at
and then
least a
another
couple times.
long rest, so it goes down by half every time you rest. So I think his exhaustion would have gone.
That was probably from a couple sessions ago. You can just turn it back to 0 as far as I'm concerned. That goes for anybody who still has an exhaustion listed. But
I'm going
anyway,
to
go ahead.
quickly backpedal to here.
Whoops,
Can
I
I
gotta. Okay, go ahead.
Quickly backpedal to here. Kind of squeeze myself in next to Drutar.
Dratar. Yep.
Hold my action to with my scimitar to strike the moment anything enters into range of both me and her.
Okay.
To hold the corridor.
All right. So you are holding an action. So we're going to turn off your stealth. And we'll go to Lily.
I'll move 20 feet up to here, and I will also hold an action with the whip until something comes into range.
Action with the whip. Okay. All right, Aloran.
Yeah, I'll take a step forward. I still don't even know where these things are, so...
I think
They're
it's
right around the corner.
safe to assume they're around the corner up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Already
be
in
on.
action with a light crossbow.
All right. And you're just going to hold on to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pummel the first thing that comes around the corner.
Yeah, I can see almost like a subliminal difference in the character sheet, but I can't tell precisely what it is. But I'll check that out later. Okay, so for those of you who had attacks ready, I think you can see that one. So,
Well, it's out of range for me, so...
Wrong one.
that's not the attack. That's the attack is in the center column, like above the equipment.
I don't even have it on here for light crossbow.
One sec. Oh, okay, I'll
Thank you.
find this thing.
Just making a little spot up on your desk, so it's about to be thrown on a week.
Oh, I started that. Yeah.
You don't have an attack with a light crossbow because you don't actually have a light crossbow in your inventory.
That makes sense. I was looking at the wrong thing. Could we have just said I ready to cantrip or something instead?
Yeah, sure.
We'll say I just had Mind Sliver ready. Ready.
All right, go ahead. Save. Kerbal. That's a good choice for the saving throw. Okay. Did anybody else have ranged attacks ready, or were you just...
I haven't had a turn to ready anything yet.
Okay.
Same.
I mean, unless we're allowed to have a ranged attack ready, and then I'd have create bonfire.
But you would have had to have had a turn to, because the
Do it, yeah.
like Rashi and Lily and Aloran, they all moved and readied in action.
And it's not within my striking range yet, so.
Now it's in range. $19 to hit.
Okay. And 6 damage.
Plus sneak attack.
Oh, and then there was supposed to be an additional 1 from earlier.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be 10 damage plus the additional 1 from earlier.
All right. Got it.
So it'd be 25 to hit with 9 damage.
All right. And go ahead.
I was going to say, I'll use... Because the wording of this, it says the first time on each of your turns... Oh, excuse me, when you hit a creature with an attack roll. Doesn't specify on turn. So would I be...
Are you talking about sneak attack?
No, not sneak attack. For favored foe, I'll spend 1 expenditure of it to mark the large green spider.
It takes a bonus action, right?
No. When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can call on your bond with nature, mark the target as your favorite enemy for 1 minute, or until you lose concentration as if you were concentrating on a spell. So I'm technically concentrating at the moment. And then it says I can add 1d4 of damage to it. That'd be another 2.
For a total of 11?
Yes.
Okie dokie. And he is going to retaliate with a bite against Rashi. And that will hit a 17 armor class.
Oof.
With 8 piercing damage, Constitution saving throw, DC 11. Okay, so 8 plus 5, 6. 14 damage.
I made a save though.
For half, yes.
Ah. How much damage?
14 total.
Rashi looking rough.
Ari, alright, your turn.
I'm gonna put it right there.
Okay. You will find a bonfire in the props, just so you know. So. And that will create light as well.
Can I go one down with it?
Well, yeah, you can. Everybody should be able to control those, I think, if I've got them set up right.
Yeah, it's just the spiders are all over them and I can't control those.
So I guess you could hit that other one too, so let's see if he saves. He's got a little bit better dex. Okay, he
Little
saves. But the big boy did not, and he will take 1d8 fire damage.
4.
4. Right, he is looking pretty rough. And it is Twist's turn, I believe. Unless you had something else.
And I'm going to sneak up against the wall here. Grab onto Rashi's pants.
Aww.
And then step back.
Okay, that was... what?
11 hit points returns to you.
Yeah, my token HP is weird.
I don't think HP is setting the modifier on the token. I think it's just done manually.
No, it's linked to the HP variable.
Is
If
it?
yeah,
'Cause
if you
when
change...
I hit it, it doesn't. It says leave blank for no bar or whatever. It doesn't say it's linked to HP or anything like that.
The red one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, any number you put in
It's showing
there,
on mine.
it should show up in your character sheet as well. It should be linked to the variable. Unless I did it wrong. I could have made a mistake.
It didn't link to the variable for me.
It's showing on my screen for both mine,
Mine said
and your
11.
token.
I had to go put 21 in there manually.
Ah,
Oh, there we go. Rashi is looking a lot better.
Okay.
One hell of a good game.
Axiom, your turn. And let me just check on Twist here. Not Twist. No. Alora.
Call over my shoulder. Buy you a drink after.
No, none of them.
Oh, did not mean to do that.
Oh, okay. No bonfire?
Well, there's already one down. I accidentally clicked it again. I was trying to close the description.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
You said the spider looked like it was close to death?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna bonk it with my great club.
And it is splattered.
Sploosh.
Wolf Spider can roll one more deck save.
That
it
is
failed that
a
one.
Fail.
You want me to re-roll the damage, or you want to give it 4?
Reroll it. I always like to roll this.
Takes 2 this time. Ha!
Okay. Does that conclude Dratar's turn, or is there more you want to do?
I think I'm good.
Sorry, that happens on the beginning of the wolf spider's turn.
Okay. Actually, I'll have him dash and come right up into contact so we can move things along, and it will be Rashi's turn.
Rishiwash. Well, I'm gonna be slicing and dicing against that guy who just came into contact with both of us for a 20 to hit.
That will
I'm assuming that,
take a nice big chunk out of his hide.
and add another 4 to that. Sneak attack.
Oh, wow. That was almost a killing blow.
Then I will strike with my offhand for 24 to hit and an additional 8 damage.
And that is a killing blow.
Haha! Foul beings.
And bonus action flourish. Actually, you don't even have to use a bonus action.
Yes, I do. You know those. See these useless things they always do in movies when they do these like stupid flourishes towards an enemy, and you see sword fighting experts review it after and be like, "Fuck! If you did that, you just get skewered." That's essentially what I'm doing on top of the spider. I just walk into it.
Yep.
Yeah, they're funny. I was watching the Marine guy, Jocko or something like that, who watches military movies. He was watching Commando. He was just like laughing. This is just ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd, and that's by design. It's trying to be absurd, but.
Yeah. It's essentially that. If anyone here knows actual fencing, see, I know what I'm doing, but I'm being very foppish about it.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah. That will end my turn.
All right, Lily, go ahead. Do it to it.
Yeah.
You'll probably be able to kill this guy, I think.
Yep. One more time with the whip. Ooh, that'd only be an 8.
Well, that will not hit, unfortunately.
No dice.
Looks like it. Off to the side a little bit. Anything else, Lily?
Nope, that'd be it.
Okay, Laura?
Yeah, I'll make this not too complicated and try to hit him with another mind sliver.
Keep it simple. Nice and simple. Also, the intelligence save is a really good choice.
Beasts ain't too smart.
They are not.
No, that's all I got.
Oh, that stings. Ouch. I don't know what it would say about a mind sliver, but... Ouch! That stings.
Right, lads. Hold the line. These beings have no power here.
Should be putting the damage in as well automatically, but a 12 does not hit, so we'll jump to the next wolf spider. And this guy is going to come and bug Rashi. No pun intended. Let me just set this to roll damage real quick.
Well, they're not bugs, they're arachnoids.
Yes. Bugs. Yeah. It says auto roll damage. It says auto roll damage. What the heck? The 7 doesn't hit you either, so.
Ooh, no.
So who cares?
It's kind of like nibbles at the end of my boot. I'm kind of like, get off.
All right, Ari.
Which spider looks more healthy?
It looks like the top one, the north one. The top one looks more healthy. Looks like he hasn't been scratched yet.
I hope an 11 hits it. Don't expect it to, but I can hope.
11 does not hit it, I'm afraid.
Well, here goes one of my free guiding bolts.
Alrighty.
Yep, I'm gonna go grab him. Yeah, I gotta go pick up my kid now.
Okay. We'll finish this combat and then we'll take a break.
Six can, he can control my character.
Okay. Alright, this shouldn't take too much longer. Alright, Twist, go ahead.
Does any of our frontliners there look, like they're on their last leg?
I don't think we've been hit.
Gucci.
Rashi is just down a couple of hit points. Everyone else is at max.
Then, out of the 2 spiders, who looks the worst?
The one on the bottom.
Don't think that one's actually been hit, unless something else hit it. Oh wait, no, it got bonfire.
It was under the bonfire. Or the bonfire was under it.
I'm assuming because we're kind of in a stony cavern, there's probably like pebbles on the floor.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up a couple little pebbles. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that, because I don't want to burn my last freaking spell slot. I'm just gonna fireball.
Okay.
The injured one. The most injured one.
Alright, and he is dead. Alright, it is Drutar's turn if Twist is done.
Twist just says, I hear roasted spider legs are really good.
Who told you that?
Well, I've had some. They're pretty good.
Surprisingly, Harashi acquiesces. They're quite tasty.
You just gotta make sure, not get the ones that are poisonous.
Well, a 10 will not hit this guy.
Oof.
So, Rashi.
Cue up the boss music, I guess. Well, first slash. Hiya!
Okay.
Those are 15 hits.
That takes out a chunk of fur.
Add an additional 4.
Okay.
If it's still up, add additional 10.
Ah, yes, you've cleaved it in twain.
No, actually, like, lots of pieces. The body is fine, I just chopped off all its legs. Policies.
Oh, man. Oh, dear. Oh, goodness.
It was right there.
It was.
I am back.
Welcome back. All right.
Well, thank you. It means a lot.
Oh, thank you. Okay, let's move along here. I think I have locked everybody, so you should be able to move.
Everyone waiting on me, I'm guessing.
Probably. Are we out of initiative?
Yes, the combat is over.
I'm gonna take a peek around the corner. Be like, alright, I think we could.
Looks clear.
I will reassume sneak. Just as the character sheet loads, of course.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna be like, Twist, does it still smell like trolls to you?
All I smell is trolls.
I can always just smell charred spiders.
Trolls and roasted spiders.
He does reach down and pick up one of the spider legs and sniff at it, though. You know, the charred ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, kind of look to see if it's, got a little bit of meat attached to it.
The bonfire's still probably going, and the last one I killed, I purposely just chopped off all the legs. So, help yourself.
Well, I mean, I roasted one, so.
Figured they eat a little bit like crab legs, you know.
I don't know. If you guys like them, then eat them. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she is a goblin, so.
Yeah. Right.
Gonna motion the party forward. An underground waterfall. This is good. It probably masks the sound of the combat.
Ari's gonna take some of the orange spider ichor and mark Twist's forehead like Simba.
This is all ice here. It's a frozen waterfall and just a big chunk of ice.
Actually, what I wanted to do real quick before we got too far away was any of the corpses of the spiders intact enough for me to try to extract any of the venom sacs to put in a vial?
Well, the last spider I killed, I chopped off all the legs, so that should be fairly intact.
Because I have alchemist supplies, so I should have some vials in there.
Okay, yeah. You can grab a few vials. I would say, how about if we do 4 vials?
Just basic spider venom?
Mm-hmm, yep.
Cool.
Right.
Becoming an alchemist, sooner or later, so. More stuff I build up, the better.
Collect some serums.
Yeah, I mean.
Ari watches you
there.
mark the flasks with the charcoal, right? The charcoal pen with an X and an O, but it's, a skull and crossbones, but an X and O when you turn it sideways and be like, what's an XO supposed to be?
motion the party forward again. They can take a look at the barrels while I keep a lookout over here.
Ari's gonna try and look underneath the water and see if she sees anything under the frozen pool.
Yep, investigate the pool.
Okay, the pool, in fact, goes down, and there is quite a depth to it, and there are tunnels underneath going one way and the other, where the water is not frozen, it is moving with the current under the surface of the ice.
Grab some
Cool.
ice.
Well, if we had water breathing and all that kind of stuff, that would be awesome.
Maybe if I was a little higher of a druid, I can transform into something with the swim speed.
Grab some ice.
Well, so far, most water supplies are like choked with ash and dust, and they've been. What little water is there is usually poisonous, and it has to be either magically purified or filtered somehow. So it would be, it would be harmful to things like fish and stuff.
Oh, actually, I have a cap of water breathing, so I can hop in there and go take a look. That's one of my Artificer Conjure infusion items. My little hood allows me to breathe underwater.
We have a room up here for you to take a look in. Some barrels. I'm keeping a lookout on the other part of the tunnel.
I'm not going to go in the water because I'm assuming it's freezing cold, and I don't want to split the party.
Well, you're not going to go in the water because there's no way for you to remove the ice.
Well, I mean, I got fire magic. I can melt the ice.
No, something cold enough to freeze a waterfall. How much fire magic you got?
I have a cantrip. I can channel it.
I mean, if you really want to go down there, I can open it for you. But,
That's all I was saying. I'm not worried about it right now. I'm just, if we need to, I can breathe under there.
But
Come back later on. But
how about we worry about the tunnels? Check out the barrels, and then we'll move forward.
Okay, turn off the boxes.
anything into barrels?
You have guidance too, so.
What's that? Give me a D4?
Yep, D4. In fact, I think you can click your character sheet so that it automatically adds a guidance every single time you make a skill check. But, and just ignore it if you don't have guidance for some reason. But at any rate, there are some gold pieces in that barrel. Let's see. There are 20 gold pieces in that barrel.
There be gold in that barrel.
And the others are, they're all filled with like old grain that has long since rotted and is useless and decayed.
So I give everybody else 3 gold, and I keep 4.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm up to 11 gold now.
Well, I suppose, seeing how easily Twist were just sharing out the gold she found, I'll be like, fine, and I'll share the gold I found. With a groan. How many ways does it get split?
There's 6 of us.
Y'all get 25 gold. Do I notice that spider before I run into it?
You did not notice it.
It's stealth
Alright.
versus my passive perception.
Well, you didn't notice it, but it didn't notice you either.
So we're both kind of like just having that awkward moment where we both turn around a corner and kind of like, "Ugh!"
It's screaming
Oh,
at you, and you're screaming at it.
Initiative.
So it goes, "Ah, human!" And you go, "Ah, spider!"
Yes, initiative.
That is fair.
I have a feeling you're going to go before it, unless it happens to roll a 22.
Well, I sure as hell am not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going well before it. Hell, it might be dead before it goes. Especially because I'll actually be able to attack something this turn, because no one's going to take damage before I go.
Yeah, so your passive perception will allow you to spot the spider right away, but nobody else really is aware of its presence at this time.
That's fair. And I go first.
Until Rashi screams like a little girl.
Right.
The thing is, with its perception roll or past perception, did it notice me in stealth? So when I stealth my way
Nope.
around a corner, does it see me?
Nope,
It
it
spot
didn't
you
see
after
you.
you screamed like a little girl.
It'll spot you as soon as you hit it, though, or scream like a little girl. As the case may be.
Well, as the case may be, I will, in fact, not scream, but squelch like a little girl, but I will
You'll
attack.
squelch like a very manly person.
I go,
Hey, boys
Very
can
manly.
scream too. You can always say like, scream like a little tiny child.
but I will slice and hopefully take it by surprise with my first attack while going. "Ah!" No, I do not.
That will not hit. Nope, no hit.
I will bonus action disengage like a little bitch
Okay.
and
Yes,
scamper my way back. 1, 2, 3,
I told him to lay down.
4, 5.
You building? Wait, on his own.
I don't think you can stop there. I think someone's already standing there.
And I will make my way back here
Someone's in that spot.
in the spot I'm at.
Yes, you're literally standing on top of someone, and someone there.
I don't see anyone there.
Yep, Lily and yeah, right there. You're good.
On my screen, there like
You're
several
looking
paces
at a
behind.
lag. There's a lag between what you're seeing and what you're saying. Where you were in the first place was fine.
Okay, how about there?
Yeah.
Okay, I will be there.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
No problem. All right.
My area. Your joy.
And I will squelt out spider.
I gotta put Lily back here. Okay, then it is Dratar's turn.
I'm gonna move forward. Where is said spider?
Round the corner.
You gotta assume it's up here, but you really don't know specifically. It's just up ahead.
Okay. Well, I don't really have any range then, so I'm gonna wait behind and I guess wait and get ready to throw my dart at a spider.
Okay. Lauren?
Yeah, I'll take some steps up. But I guess I can't see it either, so I'll ready an action for mine's sliver when I see it.
Okay. Twist.
Already a firebolt for when it comes in line of sight.
All right.
We're waiting for it to come in. It's gonna get fucking one-shotted.
It's a spider,
could
though.
be,
They're
yeah.
usually trap hunters.
The other one seems happy enough to run after us.
Oh, yeah.
And I did run away like prey, so...
And I'll
Play
ready
bait.
an action with the whip.
Lily's like, I'll play bait.
That's all for my turn.
Okay. Ari?
I need some better spells.
Need more levels. Well, next level, I think most of us get our profession upgrade. So
Yeah, more specific.
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah. I'll ready a bonfire.
ready at bonfire. You guys will be level 3 at the end of this session, so that's the good news.
Good news, everyone.
It's a suppository.
Good news, it's a suppository now. Okay, so the spider is on the ceiling. And it is going to take a whole bunch of hits, first of all.
wow, 1 fucking fire damage. It gets singed. And it's got a slight headache.
Well, it's got an even worse intelligence than the wolf spiders. Oh, wow, and it passed. No, yes, it passed. It passed. Jeez.
Is the thing still alive at this point?
Yeah, it is.
Because, y'all didn't do too much damage.
I'm
They
gonna
did-
see
they
how a
did some.
bonfire sticks to the fucking. Oop, one whole fucking damage. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have that feat? Nope.
Okay.
That's my other druid that does that. Counts ones as twos.
Okay, this guy is going to drop a web on Lily. And that will hit. Restrained by webbing. And all that good stuff. So that's an action. I don't think it can actually do anything else with its... Yeah. Seems like it should be able to drop on you from there, but I think that's everything it can do. Rules as written. So it is Rashi's turn.
I mean, ha!
Ah!
And I will step forward. And I'm assuming that because Lily's over there and I'm over here, that's a nice flank right there.
Yeah, that's a good enough flank. Oh, he's on the ceiling though. That's not gonna flank him until he comes to ground level.
Okay, but he's still in threaten range, so for sneak attack if it hits. So that'll be 10.
You'll have to kind of do a jump to do that. So let me say, you can give me an athletics or an acrobatics check, whichever is better for you.
Natural 20.
Okay, you're good.
With a nat 20, will you allow me to attack with my offhand as well?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm parkouring off the side of the cavern like a madman.
Do it.
I'll miss though, but it looks sick.
Awesome.
That'll be my turn. Hardcore parkour!
Alright, Dratar, go for it.
Alright, I'm going to move, and then I'm going to go back to the trusty club and bonk. And it is awful.
Sadly, that is a critical miss, which means you will fall prone, and that will end your turn, unfortunately.
Oh well.
And we will go to Elorin.
Got too distracted by watching the parkour.
Yeah, just gonna keep it going and do another mind sliver. Just why not?
Mind Sliver. It's a tough save for this guy to make, so intelligence is his worst save.
Did it again.
And he did it again. So the first roll would have been a 15, and this roll would have been a... No. First roll would have been a 17, and this roll would have been an 18. So he rolled 17 and then 18. Okay. Well, sometimes we roll high. It'll all come back around, I'm sure. Alright, Twist, go ahead.
Anybody look in bad shape?
No one's gotten hit with damage yet. It's just the frog is covered in webbing.
Alright.
Firebolt.
That will hit. And is there any saving throw, or is it just that's the damage?
That's the damage.
Okay. Usually, if you have to hit it with an attack roll, kind of sucks if there's a saving throw after that.
I don't think there's any spells that actually do that.
Yeah, no, it's if it's an attack roll, there's no saving throw. There's a saving throw, there's no attack roll.
Well,
Unless
There
it's
are
a...
spells that deal damage and have a carrier effect with a saving throw.
Yeah, they like drop a condition or on them,
Yeah.
or like do some kind of residual damage, or take away one of their actions or something like that. And that might have no
Yeah,
saving throw.
charm, wisdom, fright, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Poison.
Great. Okay. All right, Lily, go ahead.
I'm gonna try for the strength check to get out of the web.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Jeez,
Alright.
rips into shreds.
Good to go.
I don't need your
But that also will be all I've got because that was an action. I don't have any bonus actions, so.
Yeah, that is an action, but you can move.
Oh, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Avoid taking an attack of stupidity.
All right, Ari. Go for it.
How's the spider looking?
The spider is damaged and kind of seems to have trouble clinging onto the ceiling.
They tried to make Liam draw about Rosa Parks. This is what he drew. Nothing but her name. Asking a kid who doesn't even like holding a pencil to draw. What'd you think was gonna happen?
I guess bonfire time. Actually, you know what? No. Take that back. I'm going to take the ground that he's barely clinging to and excavate it.
Okay.
So that way he kind of falls down. Also, however much dirt landing on top of him.
Okay. Well, he will drop right off the ceiling and slam to the floor with a big loud thud. And he is prone, so he will use half of his movement to get back up and then proceed to bite Lily. He seems to be upset at Lily for some reason.
15 hits.
And if a 15 hits you, then that is 5 piercing damage plus a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Oh, just shy.
So that is a total of 16 damage.
Ouch.
And it is Rashi's turn, and now it is flanked.
Good. Right, you beastie, get off my frog.
And that will kill it.
I will hack at it with my offhand just to fucking make sure.
And it is now abstract art.
I'll walk over to Lily. You alright there?
If you spend enough time eating frogs in a swamp, you're eventually gonna get bit back, you know what I mean?
You eat
Try to extract venom from it.
Do you have an alchemist tool in your list?
I have alchemy supplies.
Is there like a proficiency that you can click on, like on the left side of your character sheet?
It'll be kind of underneath your skills and your passive.
No, I know. No, I don't have that in my efficiencies. Thought I did. No, I don't yet. I think I get that with my next level.
Would it be also okay if I, while we're sitting here for a second, spend a cure wounds?
Yeah, go ahead.
There we are. Oh, well, ignore the dueling style.
Let's do a brewer's supply. We'll count that. Okay. There you go. That'll give you 4 more vials of poison.
Wait.
And Lily gets 9 hit points back.
7. The dueling style, unless I'm fighting my own wounds.
Aha. I gotcha. I'm gonna try this. We're not having too much problem, but what I've done in the past with large groups is actually just keep the initiative order up, and I just want to try it. The other group really liked it. I haven't done this for a long time, but let's see if you might like it. So, what is Rashi doing now?
Crouching back and scouting on ahead.
Okay, you'll have to re-roll your stealth now at this point.
That seems fair.
Okay, pretty good. We'll figure that counts. And try to keep it roughly your movement. I don't care if it's exact when we're not in combat. I don't even care that much if it's exact when we are in combat, but as long as you're not abusing it.
Try to keep it roughly.
Okay, Dratar.
I'm going to pick up my dart that I threw. And then I will just move on forward.
Okay, what is Eloran doing?
That's a good question. Probably just moving. Yeah, I think that's it.
Twist Lily and Ari just moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll hold on to that if we need it again. I do think that's a really good. I was doing this with a group of 7, and it was helpful. But if we get into an opportunity to use that, I might use that again. So I'm going to keep that turn order handy, but just go ahead and continue normally.
While we're walking, Twist is just going to pull out this big jug. It's got a whole bunch of corks popped out of it all around, and she's just going to pull out one of the corks and just start chugging off it.
Just going to make sure I'm slightly ahead of the party, keeping nice and low, nice and stealthy.
Right now you're moving through a long and winding natural tunnel. There's no further sign of activity.
feeling that we've started to move back to where we started, so I might as well continue.
Ari's kind of like, you ever feel like we're going around in circles? Like, I think I've seen that rock before.
It's very similar to the other rock we passed, but
I was assuming they probably all look the same to you guys. I mean, not exactly,
Ari's got the
but
great
after a
idea
while.
to start using mold earth to put like little runes in the side of rocks and stuff that she's passed before.
So you don't lose track.
Yeah. Like, yeah, she'll cast it every... Because it only requires a somatic gesture. It's just like, you know, points at a rock and makes a tally mark on it.
Seeing that we've actually made a circle, I'm going to make a note of this intersection.
Okay. And I would suggest holding there for a moment, because some of the party in the rear is pretty far back. So they can catch up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold here.
I mean, you want to be ahead, but if you trigger a combat, then...
Indeed.
Yeah, then we're like 2 turns out of range.
Good thing I run fast.
I mean, it's a little difficult to fly in these kind of chambers.
It certainly can be.
Is the rest of the party caught up yet?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all with you.
Dun, 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 dun. Making like these super exaggerated cartoon sneaking motions. Dun, dun, dun. Why is there a wolf in the turn order? I'm worried now.
You're gonna spot this guy before he spots you.
So I've spotted him?
Yes. So he is not
one of the small... Go on.
He is not aware of the party yet, so he is not going to really be able to take an action. But I will... Let's go
Would
ahead.
you say that if I were to quickly jump around this corner, that this spider would be surprised?
Maybe if you yelled boo.
I would say probably what's going to happen is it's just going to become aware of your presence, and you're going to waste a free attack doing that.
Okay.
We're still missing someone.
Yeah, sorry, my roll 20 is like laggy.
I'll move you.
Thank you. I like yeah.
In that case, I will do my best impersonation of Solid Snake and use my bow to go ping.
Oh, and here I thought you were going to put a box over your head.
I forgot it at home, unfortunately.
Okay, that will kill him. One arrow between the eyes. All 64 of them.
It's kind of hard not to land an arrow between the eyes with these spiders. All right, let's keep it quiet. You want to pick up some more poison?
I think I got enough for now.
All right. Shh. Danny.
Should I look up some Scooby-Doo sneaking music?
It's essentially what's happening.
And then somebody sneezes.
As you come around the corner, Ari's just gonna be like, "Hello."
What the heck? Sound actually does not really travel as far as people tend to assume it does.
It does in
Depends on what
caves.
medium you're talking about.
It travels very far in caves.
Not really.
Yeah, it
That was
depends
really
on
far
how
in
many.
open caves.
Yeah,
Open caves, yes.
it depends on how many like corridors it has to go through and turns it has to make and stuff.
This cave, however, resembles a muffler very well.
Also, the rock is kind of soft and acts as an absorbent. Let's see. This part of the cave, the topography kind of changed. What are we seeing here?
It's a change in the color of the rock. It looks like a little more earthy, or maybe it's clay. And there's a small elevation change. It's sloping downward a little bit.
I'll motion for the party to hold roughly here. I'm just going to take a sneak peek around this corner. See that it's completely empty. Wait for everyone to group up before I go ahead, because I see something up ahead that I'm not quite sure what it is.
Or he's like maybe bookshelves or benches?
It's bookshelves.
Okay. Okay. Do I manage to see that far?
The bookshelves?
No, I mean the token that might be outside of my vision range over there.
To the east?
Yeah, to my right.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You should be able to see that, I don't think. Did you move, like, down one or something like that? I'm trying to see where the...
Oh, now everything went down. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can see over there. So I have like a radius. I think that's my dark vision radius that you gave me, but I can actually see stuff beyond that.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm gonna assume that I don't see it.
I want to assume that Ari sees it because, she has dark vision. She has this thing that says I've got 5 times the whatever. I'm not entirely sure what that means. But...
So you gonna tell us what you see?
Let's try this.
You want me to roll perception, or do you want me to just say that I can see them right now?
Roll a perception. It should be technically out of your line of sight. So, but we can say that you hear them. It sounds like some gangly, gibbery creatures over to the east. They're speaking
Can
a
I
language you
understand their
don't.
language?
If anybody speaks Goblin,
Yeah, well, I'm Goblin.
6 is a goblin.
okay, one sec here.
I also have Goblin on my list of languages.
So you hear this kind of like, why can't we have some more time? And the other one is like, look, Bone Grinder is a punctual troll. So we either find him some meat or we're the meat.
Find it offensive, have all orcs and goblins turn into British.
I'm gonna let the guys know that there's some goblins down that direction or someone speaking Goblish down that direction that are trying to find meat for trolls. And likely they're probably gonna consider us said meat.
Shall we?
Well, maybe you can talk to them. Maybe you can liaise with them.
Either that, or we set a trap.
You're a goblin and you didn't attack us at first sight. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I also don't look very much like them.
Like you probably look more civilized.
Yeah, my character looks like I've been around humanoids and lived in, I've at least lived in settlements partially and been around other people, where most of these have probably lived in caves. Loincloths. I wear clothes.
Let's assume they're hostile. Shall we set a trap?
I got bottles hanging off me. They have not.
Everybody do no, I'm sorry. Just Twist to do a perception check. Unless anybody else knows Goblin.
I also speak Goblin. So, perception check for that, you said?
Yep, go ahead. Okay, Lily can hear one of them say, well, what about this then? And the other one says, oh, Bone Grinder finds out you stole that. He'll be grinding your bones. He's not gonna find out. Let's find some prey and use this.
Does it sound like they're moving closer? Or away from us?
It sounds like they're moving towards you.
Okay. Quickly motion to the party, just like get around the corners. Set up a trap.
It's a trap.
Just waiting on Lily to, hit somebody with their tongue.
It's a trap.
Just, face slap. Whap.
Okay. We're all gonna be hunkered down and wait for them to walk around the corner.
I think now is where we need to go into freaking initiative and all prepare spells. Well, we're already in initiative, so.
I mean, I'm fine with keeping my 21 initiative.
Well, I think that's why he's just rolling their initiatives.
Yeah. So, and then I'll probably clear it after this one. But I wanted to try the other thing that I did and see how it plays out, just as an experiment. But anyway, go ahead when you're ready. And you know they're down that corridor. You can't see them, but you can hear them and smell them. Pretty obvious.
Hold my bow and just be like,
Okay. Dratar, same.
Got my dart thrown arm ready, and I'm gonna hit him whenever he comes around the corner.
Okay. You can hear one kind of clumsily plodding along. They all seem to be just kind of inept, you know. Elorin?
Goblins.
Yeah, shockingly, I'm going to prepare a mind sliver.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Twist.
I'm going to prepare a firebolt, and then as a bonus action, take a swig off of my alchemy jug. Just a drink. That's it.
Okay.
It has no effect. Just take a drink.
Regretting positioning myself here and away from the alcohol bottle.
Lily, your turn.
I'll hold a whip attack in case I see anything. And that'll be it for mine.
There. Sorry, lost track of which one that was for a second. Okay. Ari?
Alright. So, I'm going to move forward to right here. And I'm going to put in this square right here, using mold earth, right? I'm going to create a kind of like a pit trap, right? Underneath is a 5-foot drop, right, onto like spikes. And I'm going to excavate all of the dirt that doesn't fit that, right, and spread it out kind of, you know, in the, you know, 5-foot square around. So, and use it to cover the top of the trap too.
Okay.
So when they step on it, it just, you know, it's about maybe like a paper thin layer of fucking stone on top that they just fall through onto the spikes.
Just as a personal question, how much noise would that make?
Well, the spell doesn't make any noise. It would just be kind of like the sand moving across the floor.
Well, worst possible case scenario is that the goblin screams. So, that's the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Well, I figured the goblin's going to end up screaming anyway. He's just going to get a head start.
What square was that again?
Right there.
Like that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Rashi.
Well, prepared everything, so I'm just waiting for the goblins to arrive. No need to go through it like that.
If it comes around my turn, I'm going to do the same thing right next to it.
Okay. Aloran, twist.
This time moving the dirt out is a little bit less visual because it's around the corner that I can move dirt to.
I don't have anything new to do the same thing.
Same.
Well, you guys are preparing spells, is what you're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can only have 2 of those up at the one time, so I'm just going to leave those up if I do get another turn.
Ari. Just same thing.
Yeah, I'm putting the one trap down. Yeah, so that way I have the 2 traps. That's it.
And Rishi and Dratar, same.
Yep.
Everyone's charging up my fireball.
Just stop me when you're ready to go further. Oh gosh darn it.
This next turn, can I go ahead and prepare a guiding bolt? Unless we're in combat.
Yeah, yeah, you can. Okay, so he will fall into the pit. And he will take the spike damage. And he is instantly impaled, and the other 2 are alerted and concerned. And it is Ori's turn.
I heard them fall into the pit, right?
There was one that fell into the pit, yes, and it died instantly, so it never really even made that much noise.
Alright, let me get the right tool out of here. Or he's going to...
Yes.
How tall is that cavern behind him?
It ranges between usually 15 and 20 feet. It sometimes gets a little bigger in the wider spaces, or I should say a little taller.
Like over here?
It's about 15 feet up. The
Is there
ceiling.
anything up there that could be useful if it fell?
It's like rocks and debris and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna try and bring some rocks and debris down here behind them, so it creates a bit of a barrier, if not, actually hitting the guy.
Okay, and that's with meld earth.
Yeah. And then the one that the other goblin kind of fell in is just gonna kind of, I don't know if you want it to go back or if you want it to just kind of, it's gonna cease holding its shape. But the other pit trap's gonna stay, because I can keep 2 of them up at once.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just trying to loosen some rocks from up top there. So I need to come within 5 feet, or within 30 feet. Come over there.
Yeah, just as long as you're in range to cast it.
Like that there instead. So I've got 10 feet of movement left on the ground. I'll cast it and then I'll move back right there. And, whatever falls.
You wanted it like right behind?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Alrighty.
I think this is one of my new favorite spells.
Alright, Rashi, it is your turn. Very useful when you're in the earth, I guess.
Yes, and seeing as the trap has been sprung somewhat prematurely, I'm just gonna step out and shoot.
Yeah, sort of. Nothing ever goes exactly the way you planned it, but I'm sure you can make it work.
Yeah. Actually, we'll do that. Seeing as the hole is filled up by a impaled goblin, I'm assuming I can just run straight over it.
Well,
That one.
the one that was here is got an impaled goblin in it.
It's a 5-foot hole. I'm pretty sure you could jump over it without a problem. Or just divert around it or whatever you want to do.
18 dex, I think I can subvert it.
Yeah. Not too concerned about that.
And I will...
The whole problem with it is the goblins didn't know where it was, that's all.
Yeah. Just want to end these guys as quickly as possible without... they're not going to be running forward at us. Before they start yelling and shouting and bringing more, because when there's one of these F-heads, there's probably more. 10 probably doesn't hit.
It does not.
8 probably also doesn't hit.
That would be a negative.
Ugh.
Unfortunately.
I flail with the swords, and when I do my usual flourish, I get somewhat hooked on my clothes, and I pull my cloak around. I'm like, god damn it! And that's my turn.
Ari says behind you, that was an impressive leap, though.
You know how it goes when you wear flashy cloaks and stuff.
or the strange ensemble that is my character's clothes. They look like a parody out of a comic book about adventuring.
What are you doing?
Oh, I got a good idea.
Yes.
Oh, it's not my turn yet.
Oh, Dratar, what are you doing?
I guess I'll move here and just throw my dart at I guess the one on the left.
Okay.
You know you can throw a dart with your right and your left hand.
I could.
That
I'll just stick with the one.
actually staggered him. And he has a dart in his belly. These guys are going to flank. And he will attack with his scimitar with advantage, hitting an armor class of 14, which
misses.
is not enough. And it is a Lord's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move up a bit. And I think I'll just keep going with the mind service until we meet a more intelligent creature.
Mm-hmm.
Now that excludes this entire party.
Well, goblins are quite a bit more intelligent than spiders, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, and I'll go for I don't know if Matt Bowser's going to go for the first one. Actually...
Hey, I will have let you know that I am pretty damn intelligent.
Okay, well that kills him.
That's all I got.
Okay. Alright, Twist. Go for it.
Alright, I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna use my bonus action to pull out one of the vials of spider venom. And then I'm gonna use catapult to launch it at the fucking goblin.
Okay.
Talk about overkill.
Hey, I used to do those with the fire flask things, so that was one of my favorites. That still is one of my favorite spells to use like that.
It works beautifully.
Damn, fucking 21 damage. Nice roll.
That's almost max fucking damage, and then that's not even including if it would have if he'd have given me any type of poison damage, if it wouldn't have done max damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you killed him with the flask.
See,
Yeah.
that would have been supremely useful against a troll.
He's got,
Poison damage
what is it,
and
7 more?
acid.
Well, it's still useful.
It is useful, yeah.
It doesn't, you don't have to do all of the hit points of damage in fire and acid. You only have to kill it at the end with fire or acid. But it helps, to keep doing fire and acid anyway.
Yeah, if you do any
Yeah,
fire
it staunches its regeneration for a turn, so it doesn't get that extra 10 hit points every turn.
Okay, hoping we didn't make too much of a ruckus by using a fucking catapult.
Oh no, the spell is catapult. It's not.
The spell is catapult.
I know, I was making a joke.
Oh.
If anyone made a ruckus, it was me bringing down the fucking ceiling behind them.
Probably, but rockfall is one, I suppose. I'm quickly going to scan these goblins to see if they had anything interesting on them.
Well, I know they did,
Okay,
because
do an
they were talking
investigation.
about something cool.
Oh, my investigation.
Watch it be the one that was in the fucking pit.
I will also investigate them.
You can drag him out of the rubble.
Please.
28 investigation? Yeah, I'll take that. Nice. Roll 6.
How do you get 28? Because it's 18 plus 2 plus 4.
18 plus 2 is 20.
Yeah.
Then another
and
4 is 24, and then the other 4 from guidance
Guidance.
It's always
is 28.
Gotcha.
So they have just like dirty goblin equipment that, probably would fall apart in a stiff wind, but then they have a little something that you find hidden deep within their pockets, and that is an iron stone.
Ooh. Is that one of them stones that hover around your head?
Mm-hmm.
And this would be an iron stone of...
Well, someone take a look at it. I can roll Arcana on it. We can give it to the mage to see if he knows.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you roll, I was gonna help.
Sure. 22.
Oh, it's a whole lot better than my 19. Or
It
my
is
16.
It is a rare purple prism iron stone, and
Ooh.
you don't know much about it except that it stores arcane magic. You would have to probably cast an identify spell or spend a rest period going over it with another arcana check.
Is there any way my like researcher background could play into this?
What does your research background state?
I don't think it will. I just figured I'd see what happens.
Yeah, that will probably help when you're trying to identify it. But you'll have to take a rest to identify it, no matter what.
Does anybody actually have identify yet?
It's on my spell list. I could pick it up.
I mean, it'll be on mine also. That's why I was asking if anybody actually had it yet or not.
I don't have the components to cast it yet, so I didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
You need a pearl worth 100 gold
Yep.
to cast it. So.
That's a negatory from me.
Maybe we'll find one in the poop.
Go
Dookie
take
Pearl.
a seat on the pews and take another swig off of my
It's a
jug.
pearl. How do you know? I thought it was a giant corn nugget.
Gross, dude.
Oh well. I suppose we'll look into what this large room is.
This is a couple of bookshelves that look like whatever books if they ever had any books on them, they're gone, and why they're here is unknown. And there's some barrels off to the side in kind of a little nook.
Like a couple of random bookshelves in the middle of a cavern for no reason. Okay. This is confusing.
And the barrels off to the side are nailed shut.
That's okay. I believe I have a crowbar.
Okay, that will pry it off without any problem.
Can I make an investigation check on these books?
For some reason, all the lighting changed.
There aren't any books. I think you might be near a light source, but I'm not totally sure.
No, like, the lighting for the whole dungeon changed. Like, I had normal light before, and then all of a sudden, it all went out, and now it's just for one person, which is Ari. I'm gonna reload real quick, see if it brings back my own personal.
It looks right on my screen, but I don't know.
Yeah, it might just be a hiccup on my end, so I'm reload.
Yeah, F5 is always the answer.
Do we find anything in the barrels?
Yes, there's stuff in the barrels. Sorry, one sec.
We're going full Skyrim loot monkey.
It looks like there's a light moving with you, so.
Yeah, it fixed it once I reloaded.
That is...
Can't wait to try shape water to freeze a bunch of raindrops on top of people.
After we find anything useful in the barrels.
Pewter rapier engraved with an arcane rune.
Great, what's that?
Anybody use rapiers?
I do. That is
check on the rune.
Literally the
D'Artagnan over here.
Yes. I would love a rapier because it's an upgrade from what I'm currently using.
What's wrong with the scimitar? Ari says that she plays with her own scimitar. That you've never seen.
It's not usable as a weapon. The pewter rapier.
Oh, was it like a decorative one?
Yeah, it's decorative.
Oh, okay.
I'll still take it because it's a rapier.
Yeah, okay. Something you would hang on your wall.
Engraved with an arcane rune. Well,
the copper pieces you'll have to leave behind because they're going to be too much to carry.
Why is that?
Weight.
I have a bag of holding.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind then.
I'm like, no, they're not.
You have a bag
of holding, and we're worried about how we're going to carry a bunch of.
Maybe he doesn't want to put poop in it.
Well, it could easily sort out all the gems.
Yeah, I mean, no, the gems, I don't have any problem with putting gems in it, but I'm not putting shit in my bag of holding.
It's not called a bag of dookie holding.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have no problem being the literal bag of holding for the group. I ain't got no problems with that, but
Aloran informs you that the dust is dust of dryness.
Seems like a surprising amount of arcane stuff that would be lying around in a random cave next to some empty bookshelves. This is interesting. Now, ladies and gents, what you reckon? On head or keep to the left?
we found some cool stuff going this way, so...
Want to continue this direction?
I say we go this way, to the left.
You said it's a dust of what?
Dryness. Apparently it dehydrates some water into a little pellet, and then you can smash the pellet and it becomes the water again.
So I'm gonna...
How does it work with poop?
sneak my way up here first.
We'll assume that it dries it out, makes it crusty. You see back here a study, a fireplace, and a bed kind of shoved to the side, and it's a not like the beds in the jail cells. It's in much better shape.
Is the table dusty?
Yes, and it has cobwebs on it as well.
I give everybody 6 gold.
Nice.
And I put the rest of the stuff in my bag of holding, but I actually listed it in the group loot equipment thing so you guys can see it, as well as the copper and silver pieces. So that way it doesn't take up your guys' weight.
That's good. Call it party funds.
Yeah. And the list is in the player GM utility list.
So it's starting to look like whatever this place was, it was once inhabited.
I have questions about this fireplace. I'm gonna look inside. And then look up. Does it have a fucking chimney?
Yeah, it has the flue is, when you open it, you can see that there's a chamber going up. You can't see very far up it, but logically it has a chimney that goes out to the surface and lets the smoke escape
out to the surface.
Right, unless it collapsed or got damaged or something.
I was just wondering.
I don't think it went up high enough to cover all the extra, mountains that decided it was going to litter the rest of the landscape.
Yeah, so it's just a bed and a table. There's no storage here or anything. Like look underneath the mattress. People always hide shit underneath their mattress or inside it.
Yeah, no, toss the bed.
No, nothing like that.
Alright. Toss the bed, nothing. Alright, moving on.
There's no buttons on the fireplace?
Not that you can see, no.
Does the fireplace have an obvious
investigation skill can go investigate stuff?
Does it have an obvious pull here to open up secret door lever?
No.
I'm gonna look for one.
If you want to roll an investigation, you can check it out more thoroughly.
I'm coming.
I'm gonna start looking at it, and then hopefully someone else who's good at investigation can.
Yeah, I do that.
Yes.
There wasn't a secret door there, but there is now.
It is just a fireplace. It has nothing interesting or valuable about it. There's no secret passage. There's no treasure hidden inside it.
Perhaps if we light a fire in it, the secret passageway will open.
Sure, go for it.
Or you'll take all of our oxygen. Whatever you want to do.
Well, maybe if the chimney was collapsed, then yeah. But if the chimney's still open the way it should be, then you're okay.
It's just a callback to a different group. We spent roughly half the session trying to figure out the secret passageway where no one bothered to check behind the curtain. So we're looking at the fireplace for like 2 hours straight.
The thing that's nothing, of course, and the actual one is right in front of your face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting.
That room was kind of a bit of Either a precursor or a complete waste.
It brings into good question. That's something else than troll, or a very intelligent troll. Wait, hold on.
I want to do a survival check on the rocks right here because, you know, they look a little different.
Oh, it's
Hold on.
that doesn't actually mean anything. That was just a hiccup in the map.
Hold on. Twist. Could you tell me what the goblins said to each other?
Talking about bringing meat back to their boss, and that they had something that was supposed to help them do that, and I'm assuming that's what this little gem was.
Did the gem belong to the boss?
I'm assuming it does.
Ari's going to say it probably has a spell in it.
So, here's my thing. So, we're going after a troll, which is all fine and dandy. That's how things should be. However, apparently, this troll had something of a magic floaty stone. There is tons of magic-y stuff over here, and a very nice living quarter over there. I'm beginning to think this isn't your average troll.
I have one thing I'm curious about.
Hey, what would make you think that?
It's Twist that's holding the stone currently, isn't it?
Well, the stone's in my bag, but yeah. I do have it, yes.
I'm just curious because, you know, the thing with the tentacles was saying it wanted to eat the poop because it had jewels in it, and then we found a gem. Did that come out of poop? Does this troll shit magic stones?
If it does, we probably shouldn't kill it.
Okay, big shift in campaign tone.
We should in fact...
We got our golden
enslave-
goose here, only it's a troll and it poops.
Yes.
Ion stones, yeah.
We should force feed it laxatives.
Crash the economy.
All right.
Yes, wonderful.
I'm gonna look at Lily and go, if we find a pile of ion stones, then I will personally allow you to fill up my bag full of nothing but its poop.
This conversation is getting interesting. However, I will go on ahead a little bit and scout.
Why don't you guys bring up the rear before it gets too spread out?
Yeah, I see. Or
It's a bit more open, so I'm allowing myself a little bit more of a head start because I can see further. So I can sneak up before they see us, or they see you guys.
There's an ice flow over here. Or another one of those, like, ice chunks.
Is it particularly cold in here?
Not really, no.
I wonder why this is frozen.
Probably because of magic gem-shitting troll?
does anybody have like a dagger or something they can take a nice big chunk of ice off so I can put it in my bag for that person who needs ice?
Sure, I'm gonna go over to the ice lake here, use my crowbar, and
Before we forget about it.
I'm just gonna
Smash up
shape
a nice-
water a fucking chunk of ice off for him.
And that
Oh,
works
that.
too.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'm gonna point out to the rest of the group. I didn't see anything down there. Seemed like a dead end. Suppose we'll have to go the other direction.
Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and level your characters up to 3, and we will call it a night.
Ari's gonna fashion everyone little beds out of, dirt. Cast a
Dirt bed.
That's actually
a good berry spell for everyone to have a snack.
That's actually a good thing. Like if we wanted to level up and by kind of leveling up, like take a break down here.
Yeah, you can have a long rest safely here.
Cool. All right. Roll for hit points. The funnest part of of leveling up.
And everybody can get an inspiration.
Can reroll the ones, right?
Yeah, and everybody can get an inspiration.
For the gem jokes?
Yeah.
Man, you didn't really like me. Like, fine. You can't keep a 1, I'll give you a 2.
Yep, and you can use your inspiration to reroll that if you want to.
I can't think of a better thing to reroll than that. Yes.
Ugh. Shit.
While we're here, can I look at the stone to see what it is?
Damn! No love.
We were
Oh, wait,
re-rolling
how-
ones, right?
Reroll
we do
ones,
this?
yeah. Always
How
reroll
did we-
ones.
How did we do this again when leveling up? It was
You know what? It's the average. I'll take it.
You have 900 EXP, and then a little button will.
Or you can hit the gear, and on the right-hand side, it'll say Character Mancer. It'll give you 2 options. It'll say level 1 Character Mancer or level up Character Mancer. You want to hit the level up one.
Yeah, it's the level plus character mancer.
Yeah, or just enter 900 experience. Either way.
where's this?
Either one will do it.
Am I able to look at that stone? Or is the session like...
Yes, when you... well, the session's done, but yeah, while you're taking a long rest, you can look at the stone.
Do I need to make Arcana check or anything?
And somebody grabbed a chunk of ice, right? I think.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, one sec. Let me see. Okay, it's an Arcana check, and I've got some specifics to it. I just need to find real quick. Yeah. Nothing's real quick around these parts.
I love when I get spells from things like, my race and my class, and it counts them towards my spells and the Character Mancer.
So if I'm hearing this right, if I roll a 1, I get to reroll, but I can use the inspiration to reroll again.
Yep.
We'll do that.
I thought it in my mind.
It's
of
3.
Here comes a 3.
It's 3.
And
You got nothing
boy,
left.
The universe willed it into existence.
Well. For some reason, there's 2 different swashbucklers in here. There's the SCAG or XGE. Which one should I take?
Either, they're going to be the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Solar Coast Guide, do it, and the XGE is the Xanatar's Guide.
Xanatar's Guide to everything. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to take Augury for my 2nd level spell and piss off the DM.
Well, now I have a ranged heal for my. I got Healing Word finally, and I also have Ray of Sickness.
This is fun. Now I get +8 to my initiative. Sweet.
I think I'm going to take Moonbeam because it kind of goes with the Star Druid thing.
Yeah, that's a good.
Also, you see me
spell.
sitting there crafting a star map during my off time when we're not in a fucking cave.
So I know the whole like training our ability scores is different in your campaign.
Yeah.
How do we go about doing that? And is it only during the normal? I know we don't get our normal ASIs, but is it only when we would normally get our ASIs?
No, you can do it anytime you want to, and you can, as long as you just can't do it while you're adventuring. It has to be downtime. And
okay, so it has to be like when we're back in like a city or something.
Yeah, and you have to hire a trainer and pay certain expenses for living expenses and food, basically. And so it'll consume all of the time that you're training. You won't be able to do anything else.
Gotcha.
Right.
So that's the downside. It's going to suck your gold away a little bit, but it's also like advantageous in that you can do it anytime you want. You don't have to wait every 4th level.
As he's doing a short rest, do we now, do we know the extent of the stone? And the little pewter thing?
I didn't notice an Arcana roll. Was there an Arcana roll made?
I'll roll it if you want me to.
Sure.
It's best Arcana. With guidance and all that good stuffs.
Sure.
And I'll help by playing music.
Here.
Plus 1d4, so 25. All right.
I got a 26.
Okay, so that is a purple prism ion stone, which is a rare ion stone. And it stores spells, basically.
Oh, it's like a discount ring of spell storing.
It is a ring of spell storing.
Yeah, just less powerful.
Maybe, I don't remember. A ring of spell storing can only store 3 levels of spells. I forget how many the
5.
ion stone.
Ring of spell storing can do 5. This one does 3.
Now the question is does it have anything currently stored in it?
Yes, it does.
Do we know the spells?
That is probably not possible.
Unless someone attunes to it?
I think, yeah, if you attune to it, you'll have a chance of figuring out what spell it holds.
So that would be either... Well, I mean, any of the casters, really. I mean, heck, it's a freaking spell storing, so it could really be anybody, but...
Yeah, I think it would traditionally be like a wizard or sorcerer, but I don't know. Let me check and see if there's any actual, like, game.
Text is written. It doesn't say that you actually have to be a spellcaster to cast whatever is in it.
I wasn't sure, but...
No, it doesn't, but... The big thing is whenever the spell is cast, it still goes based on, like, if it's dependent on the spell, it still has, like, if it's a
spell DC
based,
or hit roll, we know.
Exactly.
Not saying that I'm looking to get it myself, just pointing it out.
Well, who's interested in it?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's the type of thing that to me, like, I always think of that as traditionally what an arcane spellcaster would wear, but there's no actual restriction on that.
Here's the cool thing about that one. Where the Ring of Spell Storing, you have to attune to it to cast a spell into it. The Iron Stone, anybody can cast a spell of 1st through 3rd into the stone.
Anybody who can cast the spell.
Anybody who, that's what I said. Anybody who can cast a spell into it. So that would,
And then the user can.
Then the user can use it. So you can give that to someone who doesn't, who can't cast spells, and I could store a spell in it. You could store a spell in it, and then that person can use that to cast spells that we stored in there for them.
It's kind of funny that it's determined by the wearer, because every other item like that is determined by the person who cast the spell into it, like scrolls and the rings of spell storing and stuff like that.
Well, no, the spell uses the slot level for spell save DC, spell attack bonus, and spell casting ability of the original caster.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got that. I misread it a little bit. That's kind of weird that they say it's considered. Treat the wearer of the stone as the source of the spell. I guess I assumed that was obvious.
I mean, they're the source of the spell in the cast. Like, if you're casting fire, like a range attack out of it, like it's being cast from you personally.
Right.
That's what that means.
Yeah. And
I honestly think this would be a very good thing to give to Dratar. Or what is Lily? Lily's a ranger, right?
Ranger, yes.
I was actually thinking, because we got an artificer, and now, as of yet, the artificer here is for some reason our main party healer, and artificers are half casters, right? So they don't have as many spell slots as a full caster. So, my point is, I don't know
why he's our main party healer. I have as many healing spells as well, but
well, she's the one who actually does healing.
He's cast one healing spell. I've tried to cast one healing spell, but it got retconned.
Well, I don't know.
Theory and practice.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't need...
Fine. I can trade out my healing spells for other things, then.
It's like either we could use it as an extra party heal item or something else to pass around. But yeah, like spells casters, choose between you who needs it the most, or who would be most useful on.
All right, let's call it a night for tonight, and
we can figure out.
You can continue.
Who's interested in it later?
You can continue this discussion in the in-character chat.
Yeah.
My other question is, while we're doing the short rest, I'm gonna also ask him to look at this little pewter rapier, because it had an arcane symbol on it. Maybe it's magical.
Oh, it's just pewter. It's just mundane.
But it had the arcane symbol on it. Now I'm sad.
Yeah. It was just there. No reason for it. It was just there. I mean, other than decoration, there's no reason for it.
Oh, well. I tried.
It'll be a memento.
Yeah, it'll be a memento of the adventures.